Welcome to Kansas Motor Speedway for the Hollywood Casino 400 here in the second race of the round of 6, the second to last round of the chase. We're going to ISM next week, and then after that we're going to the Homestead Miami Speedway for the championship race. So we're getting down to the wire here in the season. Jack is back with us again. Welcome again, Jack.
Yo. Also, we might be joined by Chris later on, so
yeah, later on.
Keep that in mind, everybody. And yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty right here. This is only a few races left to go before we find out who our champion will be. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a really entertaining last few races to the finish.
Definitely. So, hope you guys enjoy this race.
I will say this. I think a lot of drivers are sick of all the wild card because we had 3 straight races at restrictor plate super speedways, and then we went to a roval, and you just couldn't tell what was going to happen. So, I mean, I think everybody just wants to get back to, like, good old-fashioned racing the way it is at an intermediate track like Kansas. And
yeah, well, definitely now we'll be able to see who is really the fastest car here. The other races, it was just kind of just the luck of the draw. So we'll really see who's one of the fastest drivers on the track. And on the pole, Drake Gosland, he was the highest finishing chase driver, or second highest finishing chase driver last week at the Roval, and he was the only driver to get stage points in that race. So he is definitely in one of the better positions, and he's already put himself in a good spot here in qualifying. He got the pole earlier today, and he is he's looking for that win here at his hometown track. He's been wanting to win here, and we'll see if he can do it from the pole today. So it's going to be an interesting race.
Another development in the garage, we did have another driver change teams. It's the 49 of Connor Hudson now making his JM1 Motorsports debut. He's went from a Toyota to a Chevy with that team. So looks like they're trying to get something going here before the start of next season. But he'll be finishing out this season
the equipment he got was the 87 team's equipment. So it's some pretty fast cars. Currently, the 87 of Blaze McKinney, who we were just talking about, he is in second right now on the board.
Just this happy hour session here. And the 28 of Matthew Dutcher currently leads it. Matthew Dutcher is a guy who kind of just caught fire a little bit too late in the season.
He's been running very well lately. Very, very well.
The first time he dominated a race and won it was the race after the chase started. So
it'll be fun to see these guys. And
yeah, it'll be fun to see him run. And then this race still kind of has that wild card element to it, though. It's really slight, but it is there. We saw the guy who won last race at this track was Connor DaCosta, and it was that infamous victory where Jackson Steiner was in the lead under caution coming to the checkered flag, and his engine expires, and he can't complete the race, and that gives DaCosta the win.
So it's interesting. You never know what's going to happen here at Kansas or at any track.
Race. It could be a tire race. This isn't really that much of a tire track, but you never know.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
You're allowed to run on the apron here as well. So
yeah, I see some of those guys cut down on the apron, going through the tri-oval. Take it 3-4 wide.
Through certain areas on the backstretch and the turns as well. Really, anywhere you can run the apron, anywhere except the exit off pit road.
Yeah. So Nathan Inman in the 00 coming off his win at the Roval. We'll see if he can go 2 in a row. We haven't seen a driver go 2 in a row in a long time here, so we'll see if he can do it. He is currently 16 on the board as we're going to come to the race here, and we're going to get going here at Kansas Motor Speedway as I'm dying currently.
Nobody this season's gone 2 in a row either. You just mentioned that.
Yeah, they've gone like a race after.
Yeah, that was Caldwell.
Yeah.
In the 12. He went 2 for 3. It was Indianapolis, and then he finished second at Kansas, and then Pikes Peak he won. So, good little string races for him. Did not make the playoffs, unfortunately.
Here's your qualifying lineup, your starting lineup here at Kansas. Like we said, Drake Gosland starting on the pole, and Chris Lilly, who is just a devastating elimination in the last round. He is starting second, Benson Pettin in third, Mason Tyler in fourth, and Caleb Bearcloth in fifth. You have Peterson, Connor Hudson in seventh, so his debut with J1 may look pretty good here so far in seventh. Then you have eighth and ninth, Zach Kamen, Cameron Lauren. Then rounding out the top 10 is Dylan Fox. And then you have Jackson Steiner, another chase driver who finished in the top 5 at the Roval. So he's continuing this round on a higher note.
Steiner's going to be looking for a bit of personal vengeance here, so let's go trackside really quick and get the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
So the engines have been fired, and these fans and we are definitely ready for tonight's event. This is our first mile and a half in a while, our first track that wasn't, like Jack said, a wild card race. So we'll really get to see who's fast here, as we're down to 6 drivers for the championship as they all roll off pit road.
So back to my point earlier. So I did talk about that finish between Steiner and DaCosta, and Steiner, who his engine blew up. He was right there about to win the race, and then he lost his engine. So he's going to be racing with a bit of personal vengeance here today. He wants to get redemption. He wants to win at this track. But this is just going to be so exciting to see these race, because we've already narrowed down the field so much. Went from 41 drivers to 6, and we're going to narrow it down again to just 4. So it'll be really exciting to see who takes the championship.
We'll see if DaCosta can also go 2 for 2 here at Kansas. He started deep in the field when he won this race earlier in the season. We'll see if he can do it again. He starts in the last couple rows, so we'll see what he can do from the back of the field. So here we go. Coming off of turn number 4, Drake Gosland, one of the race drivers, will start on the pole with Chris Lilly to his outside. 2 of the most dominant cars this season are going to lead us to the green flag. The pace car pulls off, and hang on, let me fix this. All right, and we are coming into the restart zone, and we're green at Kansas, and you already see them ducking down the apron. Like Jack mentioned, a great restart for the pole sitter Drake Gosland as he gets away down into turn number 1. Outside lane did not get going with Chris Lilly. He is falling back. And here comes the 48 of Caleb Faircloth down the back straightaway for the first time. As they're 3 wide throughout the field.
Out all the way through the field. They're 3 wide everywhere. That's typical of this track, though. They can make it 3 wide. They can make it stick.
Nice run by Faircloth off of turn 4. He's going to try to take the lead as we come to the line. The 14 in the outside wall. And we're wrecking way in the back.
Yeah,
3, 4 cars, 5. I think the 93 was tagged in that.
74.
The 93 of Brian Lilly was tagged, and then you see some front-end damage on that car. Early problems for one of your biggest chase contenders, the 93 of Brian Lilly, along with Nathan Inman, Preston Cope, Brooks Bergensmith. They just get so packed together.
It's so packed together. They're still packed together under yellow.
Yeah. They get so packed up in the back of the field. These guys are trying to make up spots early, and they just, it's not going to work.
It's minor damage for the 93, but it's still a big factor. He's the only guy in the field as a championship previously. He wants to get a second, but he's taken out a couple of big hits so far. We saw him last race at the Roval.
Oh, the 93 was the one who was in the wall there.
Oh, yeah, that's more damage than I thought. He hit the wall, and then 74
bounced
didn't
off.
expect it.
Yeah. And then
Just cut
turned
right
into the
down
double
into him.
zero. That's where Cope got involved. And let's see how he got hooked. Oh, the 60 just tried to hit the brakes, and he locked him up, I think. And then the 10 comes and hooks him right here. Just gets him.
Everyone's either just going around there or scraping the wall. I don't think we should see any DNS, but still some tough hits for a lot of those guys. So
we'll see if Lilly can make up those spots. I mean, it's a long race, so I think he should be okay, but we did not have pit stops there. Gosland will be out front.
We're probably not going to see pit stops. I don't know how much active pit strategy will be, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know with these races. You never do know. So nobody DNF'd, obviously. That wasn't that bad of a wreck. Some of those guys in the back did come to pit road to fix their damage and get some new tires after they probably flat spotted them.
I don't believe any of them went a lap down.
No, we're all good.
Okay. Yep.
So, Gosland will lead us back to the green. He got a good restart there, but the 48 was door-to-door with him as the caution came out, so he almost had the lead.
And the 49 was coming too, so...
Yeah, Hudson's up to third.
Much more exciting battle.
Lilly had a pretty terrible start. Another guy we haven't mentioned yet, Ethan Lara. He's in 9th right now.
Ethan Lara has been a surprise to me. We saw him win the regular season. We saw him do... And he went into the playoffs and he just struggled. And
yeah, he continues to struggle.
That bonus, he's still struggling. I really think if he did not have that 10-point bonus from winning the regular season championship,
definitely.
would not have those blue banners on his car.
And we're back
Here we
underway. Lap 5, and the 49 looked low. He went high now. And
Yeah,
he's
he
going
was
to try to get
looking.
by the
He's
48.
Trying to pounce on that 48 right now.
77 behind him did not get a good start.
77.
3 wide behind him, the 9 on the inside. Here comes the 48 down the back straightaway to the inside for the lead. The 49 is right with him.
And the bottom is definitely the preference here.
Oh, yeah. 88 slides up. He'll lose the lead, but now the 49 trying to take the lead away. As we're 3 by 3, you see some of those cars ducking down the apron, and there's the 28 who led
This
final
time it looked
practice.
Like they were,
Oh, the 9 into the left rear.
Oh, look at this.
Lilly had to slide up the racetrack. He got hit by Dylan Fox there. Aggressive move into turn number 1. The 9 is
Dylan
the
Fox
9
is
is coming with a head of steam. He's going 3 wide. He's pushing anybody out of the way. He's up to second now.
He's
As
probably going to take the lead
Hudson's out
away.
front.
Only because Hudson went high. Yeah, he goes to the banking or the apron, and that might. No, it's not going to slow him up at all. But the 49's got a fast car too. This is going to be a nice battle here.
Oh, he had to check up. He almost got in the wall. Here comes the 23. 3 wide for the lead. Cazzola, he's still in the chase. He's going to take the lead away. The 49 way up the racetrack. Peterson right behind the 23 as well.
Oh,
They're
the
3 wide
25
behind
was
him.
on the bumper of the 53. He almost turned him, but he managed to.
Chris Lilly is getting just bullied right now so far early in this race. He's trying to work his way back to the front. Mason Tyler up to 3rd, but Cazzola continues to lead here at Kansas.
Looks like we have some separation in the back of the field.
Some of those slower cars are showing. There's Preston Cope. Here's Blaze McKinney, one of the farthest chase guys in the field, along with Brian Lilly. As Benson Pedden, he restarted in, I believe, 4th. And he is just falling back. The
That shows
88
you
and the
how-
48 also falling.
I mentioned before we went green, there was still some sort of. Because sometimes things just happen that you're not prepared for, and they can really change how a driver's running.
The
There's
9
4
car on
wide.
the wall. 9 car up into the wall. And we were just talking about
They
being
held it
aggressive.
together.
The 60 way
Oh.
up top. Oh boy. Contact.
Oh, look at him getting bumped around. That's the 98. 9 car goes high. We're 3 wide again.
Oh, some cars make contact. They're coming back on the racetrack. Watch out. Oh,
Oh, they almost
they're
let
4 wide.
Bokanowski almost LePage the field again.
Oh, they're making some more
Oh,
contact.
he might still do it.
I think.
Something about the 36 and coming off pit road in the middle of the pack.
No, he made contact with the 59. And oh, there they go. I'm hitting the wrong button. And we're wrecking big time in turn number 1. We'll watch the race back to the line. We'll see what happened because we're 3 wide back here.
I didn't see it. It was probably in the way back.
And Cazzola will lead us back to the line.
Brody
And
Kepsky made a nice little move on the bottom right there.
see who's
Yeah, there's
involved.
heavy smoke
it
here.
was just Jelani Howell. I thought it was more cars than that. But yeah, his left
Yeah,
side is
something had to
destroyed.
go really, really wrong with Jelani Howell
I
here.
think he got turned. Yeah, they were all this 3 and 4 wide junk. 00 turned the 94. Just got
He
into
went
him.
around off. He actually hooked the 93 or the 94, but then the 43 had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Ah.
And
I thought you said
he's gonna hit this door right onto the wall.
Oh, that's driver's side too.
Costello gets some damage there. Costello just can't get his way out of these wrecks today.
All right, I think this time. we're
Yeah,
gonna see pit
here
stops.
comes
Yes, we are.
Cazzola down pit road. We'll see if we see any guys not come down pit road. I believe the whole field will come down. And yes.
Every pit stop is really important, especially for that 23. He was leading the pack. He's still somehow kind of been a dark horse in this chase. So it would be big for him if he were to come off of pit road with the lead. But Drake Gozlan having that front stall also really helps him out. So you just never know.
23 coming out. He will win the race off
Yeah,
pit
he will
road.
win the race
Lilly
off pit road.
second.
A great stop for Lilly.
He'll come out second. Ethan Lara, good stop.
Oh, we got to turn on pit
Oh,
road. The
81.
81 goes around. but he holds on to it. Nothing really major there.
Let's go back and see what happened to Zach Kame and Jared Bokanowski here.
I'm not sure why they even came to pit road in the first place.
They made contact and they saved it, and then they came back on the track.
Oh, were they in that first wreck?
No, see, they made contact.
Oh, right here, yeah, I see it.
And they just saved
26.
it, and then they came back on the track.
They almost spun because they went right in front of the 26. That could have been bad. I thought they were coming off pit road or something because they were so low.
So Cazzola will lead the field once again, and they actually made the rule that Peterson did beat Lilly off pit road. Brody Kupski will be 4th, Ethan Lara 5th. Go back to Draco's in 11th to find the next chase driver. So far, good start to the race for Gabe Cazzola. He will be your leader here at Kansas Motor Speedway.
But Ethan Lara is right there in 5th. He is lurking right now, so keep an eye on that battle. And this is now where you can see a lot of the guys in the back try to maybe start working their way up front as well. Definitely been a really interesting race so far. They went so low. That's why I thought maybe they were coming off pit road or something, because they got hit and they went really, really low down the back. So I thought maybe something happened to those cars and they went to pit road and then they came off.
So here we go, back to the green flag. Gabe Cazzola will lead us down. And we're back underway here at Kansas as they separate around the 53 block to 41 up top. That opens the door for Ethan Lara going into turn number 1. 41 crosses him over, back to the inside. Great run for Kupski through turns 1 and 2. Look at the run he's got down the back straightaway.
Wow, something happened to that car on pit road. He's flying right now. Made a pretty nice pass coming back to the line into that last yellow, and there he goes for 2nd.
42 way down low. Lilly getting pushed out of line once again.
So did Lara.
Kupski for the lead. He's got the 42 all over his back bumper. We're going to go 3 wide for the lead.
Again.
Cazzola pushed out of line.
23 out to dry. 23 has no help.
Here comes Ethan Lara. He's worked his way up here to the front.
Yeah, that is not what the 23 needed, because not only does he... And he's losing a bunch of spots, but now here comes another chase driver up to the front.
There's Jackson
And
Steiner
if he
down
wins,
there.
He's in. It doesn't matter about the point situation. If he wins this race, he's in. All these chase drivers just racing as hard as they can.
Caleb Nelson looking for 2nd. He's looking for his first career win here in the GoPro Cup Series. Chris Lilly's going to take him 3 wide. First aggressive move we've seen out of Chris Lilly today. The 42's running away with this. The 48's in the outside wall.
4 wide. We're almost 4 wide. And he went really high there, but he held on to the middle.
Cazzola back to the inside. The 45, 3 wide down low. 4
Just the
wide.
one that they got.
The 3 gets pushed way out of line as Kupski makes the move 4 wide.
They only made it work
As the
because one of
top
them was
2
falling back.
have pulled away from this field. The 2 purple cars are out front, and Chris Lilly's going to make it a race for the lead. And we got more cars in the wall in the back. One car was riding the wall. I didn't see who it was. It looks like the 46, and he almost got hit by the 88 there, going into 1.
A lot of these guys just getting banged around here.
After running in the front early, the 48, the 49, and the 88 have just fallen back, along with the 9. Blaze McKinney's been in the back all day.
If they work together, they can change it. But they're going to have to make something happen
Chris Lilly
quick.
has taken the lead, but here comes Caldwell in the 12. We're 3 and 4 wide off of turn 4 throughout this pack. Caldwell to the front. Here comes Lara to make it more of a race.
Checked up and went way out of line.
Here comes Preston Cope. He was involved in that first accident. He's worked his way around, and here comes the 42 around.
There they go.
All around by himself. Caution is going to come out. A single car spin for Colin Cope, but we're still racing back to the line.
Will it?
We're still racing back to the line 3 by 3, but we're going to stay. All these guys are going to stay straight. And actually, they did not throw the caution for that.
Yeah, they did not throw the caution. It was a single car spin at the back of the pack.
He was
No one
he
else was
spun to the
involved.
apron. He's okay, so we're going to stay green, but that separated this front pack.
I gotta admit, though, that's a pretty good call by the officials right
Yeah.
there.
Keep the race going. Let them race. As we come around 4 laps to go here in this stage.
Yeah, you're so close to the end of the stage. There's gonna be a caution.
Gaston to the lead, but Chris Lilly is there. He may not be in the championship hunt, but he's still looking for those wins to make it 4 on the season.
Yeah, he wants to have the most wins on the season, and I think he's tied right now.
Yeah, he's tied with Caldwell.
So,
Here comes Noah Rivera.
Something
Like
about going on
there's
as
a
well.
texture issue. He's not in the chase. He has those banners, but he's not in the chase. So Rivera up to
Which is
second.
accidental.
The 57 of Preston Cope into the top 5.
Here comes the 57 on the bottom. But now the 3's trying to make his way up there. Coming only 2 laps to go before the
81
caution
way up
is
into the
coming.
outside wall. He's going to lose a ton of spots as we come
Yeah,
to...
he hit the wall. He might have gone around.
No, we're good still. Up front, Preston Cope all over the back of Chris Lilly for the race lead.
Cope actually won he won 2 races ago. He didn't win at the Roval, but he won at Daytona, I believe.
And he's going to take the lead away. White flag, final lap here in stage 1.
This is going to be a nice battle here. 2 heavyweights.
Can Preston Cope
Duking it
hold
out.
off Chris Lilly? No.
Oh, he goes high.
Lilly to the inside.
Another caution.
We're going green next time by.
This is going to be an intense finish right here.
I think
He went
Lilly
high,
has
but
this. I think he's
he
got
has
it. Cope
And
not
now
going to make a run on the outside. Chris Lilly's going to come around from second on the first lap to first on the final lap of the stage. Chris Lilly wins stage number 1 here at Kansas. Cope second, Perry Peterson third, Kupski fourth, Bingham fifth, Lara sixth, Pedden seventh, Rivera eighth, Nelson ninth, and Cameron Caldwell gets the final stage point in 10th. So 2 of the most talented drivers in this series finish 1-2. Had a good battle there.
And
that
again,
final lap.
Ethan Lara,
Gets
the only playoff guy to get points in that stage.
That's good for him. He needs those points after his terrible run at the Roval. That mechanical failure he had. So
And I think the 57's got to be kicking himself because he went just a little high coming.
yeah, I think he just lost it. He has that first pit stall, so that might help him.
You never know. But the 53 has the second to last pit stall. Or at least when you're coming on the pit road. You guys know what I mean. Nobody stayed out as predicted.
We had a good green flag run there, so I wouldn't see why anybody would stay out. So that's good.
It almost wasn't because the 42 went around, but again, at the back of the pack, all by himself, no extra cars involved. I don't see any why NASCAR should have thrown a
Cope
caution.
wins the race off pit road. Bingham second.
Yeah,
Lilly
Bingham just
third.
barely beat. Oh, that's
Ooh.
going to be close to call. We might want to go back and take another look at that. Drake goes on having a really slow pit stop.
Oh yeah, they're working on that left side.
Either everyone else took.
No, I think
I'm
he
not
was
sure.
in the back of the field to begin with, so I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that might have been it.
So Preston Cope will win the race off pit road.
I want
to go
to
back
take a
and
look
see
at
this.
that. Yeah, that 3 wide finish coming off pit road. That was really close. I think I'm almost positive the 25 got him right here. Yeah, he did. It's to the yellow line, right?
Yeah.
I think the 44 has it first, Lilly second, and then Peterson third.
Oh, they're gonna give Peterson, or they're gonna give Peterson the edge over all 3 of them.
Interesting.
I think it's to the white line, I believe. I think that's what it is.
It might be to the white line,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Preston Cope will be out front.
If it was to the white line, then yeah, Peterson was up front, but that was really.
So it should be an interesting race. If we saw what that stage finish was like, can't wait to see what the actual finish is going to be like.
You were right though. That having that first pit stop when you come right on the pit road and you just have to go right into your box, and
Yeah.
that really helped him out. And now now he has the race lead. So we'll see what happens going forward.
Some of those chase drivers have to work their way up, or like Brian Lilly, the 88 of Drake Gosselin, the 87. All these guys are below 25th right now. Cazzola's in
Ethan
21st.
Lara right now is in,
Steiner in 20th.
Ethan Lara is in a great position right now. He's the only chase driver inside the top 10.
And inside the top
And inside
20
the top 5
besides
too.
Steiner. Steiner's in 20th, but all you got to go all the way up to get Lara back in 5th. So here we go. Final stage is underway. Preston Cope out front, Bingham in 2nd. Green flag back in the air, and what a restart by Preston Cope.
Yeah, and it's been a little more difficult than I anticipated to kind of make your way through the field. I thought with all the 3-wide racing, maybe they'd get some kind of draft going, because it's not a plate race, but draft is still a factor.
Battle for 2nd. Here comes Tony Peterson to the inside of Nick Bingham.
Here comes Brody Kupski on the bottom as well.
All over the left rear.
The lead has changed hands a lot of times in this race so far, so we'll see what happens.
Nobody's been able to really run away like I thought they would. Preston Cope out front, but they're 3 wide for 2nd. Contact. The 41, a 3-wide move. He'll go to 3rd. Now try to make the move for 2nd.
Racing so aggressive. He almost hit the 45.
I think he did make contact.
Here comes the 47 in Noel Rivera.
Preston's like, keep going, keep battling. He wants to run away with this win.
Yeah, that's what he wants, but he's not exactly pulling away.
Yeah, he's trying 44 to the inside now, the 47.
They're 3 wide briefly, but the 41 has no help, so he'll back.
Door to door down the back straightaway.
This will be interesting to see here.
And now here comes Ethan Lara, 4 wide down the front straightaway.
Oh, the 74 backed out of it. That's smart.
Yeah. Oh, contact. Oh, the 41 in the wall. Caution's out.
Caution's out.
Oh, the 60 again. Third, a single car accident. And that'll bring out the caution as we race back to the line. Ethan Lara.
Caught Preston Cope there. Yeah, he's going to beat him out and take the lead. That's big for Lara. We're coming to
20 to go.
20 to go. So that's big for him. And Joseph Casella just cannot catch a break today.
We'll see what happened this time, and there's nothing he could do. He just got forced 4 wide, 42 bumped
reaction
into the 43, and there's just not enough room there.
Again, the 60 just
nice move by Cope.
42 will have some minimal damage because he had to go through the grass.
Yeah. 3rd accident for Costello today. He just cannot stay out of trouble. They're still trying to sort out the field as we may come to pit road. Maybe see some guys come to pit road. We'll have to see.
It'll be an interesting call here, but I think it'd be wise actually because you never know.
The leaders at least aren't going to take the opportunity.
You don't want fuel to bite you at the end.
Yeah.
So I think maybe these guys are hoping we see one more caution, which is pretty likely, honestly, the way they've been racing. But either way, that is still huge for Ethan Lara to take the lead. And there goes the ticker. F in the chat, guys. She gone.
So here we go. We're going to have 17 laps to go. Ethan Lara, can he hold on and lock himself into the championship 4? Or will some of these other non-chasers win this race? Green flag back in the air. And we'll see. Can Preston Cope maybe get back up there and challenge that 44 car? As he'll drive into turn number 1 with a nice gap.
44 just got an insane restart.
Look who has snuck his way up here. Matthew Dutcher. He was one of those faster cars in that final practice. He's been fast in the last couple races. Can he maybe sneak his way into this win? He's up to 5th. Side by side for 2nd. The 57 on the inside of the 77. He'll take that spot away. And he'll take Cameron Caldwell with him. And he's got to run.
And here comes Cope.
Maybe 3 wide into turn 1. The 12's looking. 3 wide for the lead. That opens the door for Dutcher. 44 is to back out of it.
Can we go 4 wide for the lead? No, the 44 backs out. And they're gonna almost be 4 wide behind him as well. I've been seeing the 28 just too little, too late. Now it's kind of looking like too much, too late.
Yeah,
He's really been. He's caught fire these last few races. He's just been absolutely out of his mind.
Cazzola and Steiner, these chase drivers, they're working their way back to the front.
And you just can't help but wonder where was this earlier on in the year.
Yeah, he's looking very quick right now. He's all over the back of Caldwell to the inside.
Oh, we got really tight racing in the back. I think someone was.
Yeah, one guy was in the wall there for a second. 9 way up the racetrack, contact with Cope, 4 wide.
4 wide.
And 9 backs out of it, more contact.
Brooks Bergensmith trying to be a factor in this one as well, but
he won his first and only career win a couple seasons ago.
That was season 5, I believe.
Yeah, Rivera now on the back bumper on the inside now of the 28 of Dutcher. Dutcher won at a track just like this earlier in the season in Chicagoland.
And look out behind them because here comes Jackson Steiner.
Steiner has snuck his way to the front. He was 20th on that restart. He's up to 4th. At 97 has caught fire here as we come down to later parts of this race. And he's up to 3rd.
Monumental for Steiner if he were
to
able
the inside.
To get himself in a position to win this race. And he's there right now. Here comes Laura behind him.
Laura's not out of it. Still got a long way to go. Now the 44 is there. Laura's got a big run on the inside, on the apron.
Playoff drivers going head to head. This is everything we wanted to see here, but neither of them have yet.
Laura slides up. The 97 loses some ground. Laura up to 2nd. Bingham up to 3rd. And here comes Chris Lilly back into the mix. He almost got into the 12. The 12 tried blocking him. And now the 44 gets pushed out of line. 44 is going to fall back as well. Oh, the 41 got Journey, saved it.
41.
What a save by Brody Kupski and Eli O'Quinn. As they somehow not cause a wreck there. And one car's way up high. A
really close.
Big moment for the 23. And that's going to kill his spot right there. He lost a ton of spots. The 3 got into the wall hard as well. These guys having trouble through 1 and 2. And Bingham took the lead through that. The 47 is falling back from the lead. And Chris Lilly up to 2nd. There's the 59.
Laura's still up there.
The 12 is falling way, way back. He was just up there racing for the lead.
This is so close.
Oh boy, 4 wide off the corner.
They're gonna wreck.
Brian Lilly's in the middle. We got a car spinning already. Way down low. Who is it? I don't know who that was.
I didn't see it.
It was the 81. No caution. The 74 as well, but no caution. It was off the track. The 97.
They're off the pace too. They're gonna catch lap traffic. Now that's gonna be a factor. And now
they might catch them eventually.
You have to wonder, could pit stops be a factor? They didn't come to pit road during the last caution.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Unless we have one here.
Oh, we got a big wreck in the back. There's the caution. The 88 around. The 88's involved.
Oh, and there goes the 49.
The 87. The 93. Chase drivers involved. And there's the caution you were just talking about.
Yep. They were hoping for it, and there it is.
Bingham is going to be your leader with Dutcher 2nd, Steiner 3rd, Lilly 4th, and Preston Cope in 5th.
Unquestionably coming back to pit road.
Yes, no doubt.
And that's what they were hoping for. That's a tough way for the 49 to end his day. Well, maybe not end his day, but I guess kind of conclude it because it's towards the end of the race. But he's been running relatively decent until about the middle of the race.
Pit. They're not going to pit. I think they're thinking track position. They don't want to take the risk of losing spots on pit road. So they're not going to
topped off. They're 100%.
I say they're okay because we got those 2 cautions. They can save. I think they're good.
Maybe. I don't know. This is going to be really hard to tell as we have a helicopter out of control.
So this is going to be a crazy finish. I think anybody in the top 15 has a chance to win this race with the way these restarts are. They go 3 and 4 wide.
Yeah, if you can get to the bottom and get a good run,
we'll go back.
Jump your way into it.
We'll go back and look at those wrecks after the race. We're going to get to the finish here. We're going to have a 5-lap dash to the finish here at Kansas. Matthew Dutcher, I'm saying he's my guy here. He won at a track just like this. Chicagoland is almost identical to this track. He won here earlier in the season, just actually not too long ago, and he's been fast all weekend.
I can't pick anyone. It's literally too hard. I can't pick anyone.
Highest chase driver is Steiner. He is in third. Lara's in ninth. Here we go. Back into the green flag. The rookie, Nick Bingham, leads them back to the green. 5 to go.
5 laps is plenty of
Lily
time
looked
for
high.
anyone to
He
make
goes
any
back
lap.
low. Side by side for second and third and fourth and fifth. Dutcher trying to make a move, but his team owner is right behind him in the 53. 57 way out of the groove. Did
Yeah,
not
he's
have a
gonna
good
check
corner.
up. They're 3 wide again.
Dutcher for the lead. He's got his team owner right behind him. Will he try to fight him, or will he push his teammate to the lead?
Oh,
No!
can we go 3 wide for the lead? We are.
Lily's going to go to the inside of his teammates, side by side. The two Uprise Motorsports cars are side by side down the back straightaway as they're checking up behind him.
I don't know
Rivera.
how much longer they'll stay on the front, though, because you have so much guys that are right there.
Lily takes the lead.
Right.
We're 4 wide almost behind him. Steiner trying to hang on to some positions, keep some of those points, but the 44 has really worked his way through the field on its restart.
The 44 can
25
catch
off the
them here.
pace.
And the 53 goes high.
The 28 makes the move again on his teammate.
There are no teammates here at this point.
Oh,
But
yeah.
now you've got the 44 here.
Here comes
He's 2 laps
Ethan
away.
Lara.
If he can get to the lead.
Can he win his way into the final round in his rookie season? And can Matthew Dutcher win his
go.
second race in just 10 races?
He's looking low
Here he
right now.
comes.
He
He
wants to
may
force
have
it to
given
be
him the
high.
bumper. He got him loose. Look who's back there in fourth. Can Steiner get up there? Lara's going to take the lead as we come to the white flag.
Ethan Lara is 1 lap away from the biggest win of his career, but he cannot make any mistakes.
They're
Just
side by
one
side
more good
behind him.
lap.
Steiner's trying to get up there. If they keep battling, it's Ethan Lara's race.
And they're still battling. I think they're 3 wide for second.
Steiner's going to
Here
get to
comes Steiner.
second.
Do we have a finish between 2 chase drivers?
Steiner's going to get to second, but can he get to Ethan Lara? He's going to try to dive
Yes.
it in. Through 3 and 4. He's not going to get to him. He had a great
he's
run,
not.
but
That's
it's
the
not
race.
going to be enough. Ethan Lara is going to the final round, and he'll take the win at Kansas. He's going to the championship 4. How about that? Steiner second, another chase driver, and a side-by-side finish for third. What a race.
Talk about a way to recover your season right there.
Yeah, we were talking about at the beginning of the
about
race. He has struggled, and here he
just
comes.
all the struggles, all the championship, all the everything just going wrong with his season. Such an intense finish, but finally a huge win for him, and he's going to Homestead.
He is going to Homestead, and he does not have to worry about ISM next week. That is just nothing that he has to worry about. It's
Regular season champion, and now he's the first in the championship 4.
and he may be the only one to be locked in because at ISM we don't know if maybe just a non-chase driver is going to win that.
ISM's the newly reconfigured track as well,
Yeah.
so
He is
they've
the
been there before, but they moved the start-finish line, which
Yeah.
pretty much changes the strategies. Yeah.
and Lara is the only driver in the chase so far to win a race. Nobody has won.
That's wrong.
Brian Lilly won a race. That is it.
Brian Lilly won a race. He is a second straight 4th seed to do it, though.
Yeah. So how about that? Ethan Lara going to the championship round. I didn't see that coming today. With the way his
Steiner
chase
almost
has
made it a
gone.
battle at the end.
Yeah, I say give it one more lap. Steiner would have got to him, but another.
Anyway, let's go back and take a look at what happened at those wrecks.
Yeah, the 88, or the 81, and the 74 were the first ones to spin there.
And this one, there was that first wreck at the back that did not bring out a caution.
74 just came up on him, got in his left rear, and they both went around, and yeah, they just.
Oh, and now
a hard hit! I'm not sure how that didn't bring out a caution. That was a nasty hit.
My goodness, that was bad. Right into the corner. He's lucky those were safer barriers.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That,
He's lucky he
Yeah,
hit it
he's
with the
lucky it
back
was-
of his car.
yeah, it wasn't door driver's side. Oh, this is nasty.
Right in this
nasty.
indent where those safety trucks come out. Just caught it. Barely.
But yeah, I can understand still kind of why this did not bring out a caution, because it happened at the back of the pack. It didn't affect the racing. NASCAR was doing a great job of letting these race today.
And then I think the one may have... Oh, the one pushed the
Nah.
88 up.
I can't tell. I think he might have got him there.
Yeah, he just drove him really high off the corner, bounced him into the 32, and then around with the 88, and the rest of the field had nowhere to go.
Head-on hit with the 46, and then no one else could do anything about it. Rough way to end the day for another one. Day for the 49 in his debut with this new team. Yeah, just got clipped by the 48 or the 46 and just had nowhere to go. And everyone was just spinning at that point. And that's what brought out the caution and ultimately led to Ethan Lara punching his ticket to Homestead.
That was a great race. That was an amazing race, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I definitely enjoyed that.
So Ethan Lara will be going to Homestead to race for a championship in his first season and trying to be the only rookie, or to be the first rookie to ever win a championship in his first season.
Not the first. Brian Lilly won the championship in his rookie year.
He did?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
season
you're
5.
right. Well, he'll try
So
to be
he'd
the second. So
But he'd be the first rookie to win a championship while winning races. That's
yeah. So it would be even more impressive.
Other than that, it's down to McKinney, Gosling, Lilly, Steiner, and Cazzola. That's 5 drivers fighting for 3 spots.
It'll be interesting to see what happens at ISM, and that'll decide everything. And then we go to Homestead to decide the Season 7 championship. So we'll see you guys there. And bye, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.
Bye.